Welcome back into another episode of the Spaceman 2.0 Phoenix Truth Rising Show. Here to help you grow in the knowledge and wisdom of truth, and the truth will set you free. The best history lesson and spiritual insights on the planet. Exposure of the Illuminati's plan of world conquest and control is the death knell to the New World Order. So, remember, in past episodes, if you haven't heard them, go watch them. The Phoenix Truth Rising Show, especially Divine Plan, Volume 2. We learned about the Sumerians, lost civilization, Christ was not a Jew. My conclusions, Mother Mary, his mother was a Sumerian. And that would take care of a lot of the issues pertaining to why and how they killed him and how they can get away with it and all that. With that being said, let's move into some of the ongoing understandings of what other people can say the soul is. So, Michael Silverhawk, a wonderful native, has given out his truth and is sharing it here on what the soul is. And in the next episode, we're going to get back into Nebuchadnezzar's dream and Daniel's breakdown of it and some more of the true history of the Visigoths, the Goths, and the Huns, and the Israeli tribes that were almost taken over by the Huns, but for some reason they weren't. I think they mixed in with them later on. With that being said, let's continue on with Divine Plan, Volume 2. We can say this episode is, What is Soul? Chapter 14, recording number 1, HATONN, October 26, 1992, year 6, day 71. HATONN in the presence and the light of the Radiant One. There is great pain in the hearts and souls of my people this day. I cannot change for you the burden of your own load. However, I can offer strength, support, assistance, and clarity of thought in the security of God, Creator, through which you can see your way. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. The journey needs a brother and a friend, for no man is an island unto self. You have no need to do it alone. Be at peace. I honor my brother Michael Silverhawk for a brief explanation and statement and clarity regarding soul, which might give peace and balance to your seekers and students efforting to understand life and experience. Soul. The soul is your Akashic. It contains the sum total of all your experiences through time and eternity, all your lives, your loves and losses, your victories and defeats, your trials and accomplishments, and on and on. In meditation, you will begin to see all of this come up. You will have flashes of your history and who and what you have been. Things you are particularly struggling with now have most likely followed you through time. As you invite light and divine assistance and understanding and guidance into your crown and anchor it in meditation and communion, you will begin to experience bursting revelations and comprehensions unfold. You will see through the veil and gaze into perfection. You can then begin to replace discord with this perfection of feeling. This is grace. This power heals and completes your karma, so to speak. It is simply resolved and lifted off, freeing you and your karma. HATONN. I do not like the definition now applied to the word karma, so let us release the burden of assumed penalties and paybacks and other seemingly definitions and simply state that you free yourselves from restriction so that you can, as a student, see and understand the lesson at hand. In the power you hold as creation of God, in perfection of reflection, it means you also have the power to cast aside the karma and simply do not accept it. See, this is the best spiritual lessons on the planet. Let's just read that again. Karma. So let us release the burden of assumed penalties and paybacks and other unseemingly definitions and simply state that you free yourselves from restrictions so that you can, as a student, see and understand the lesson at hand. In the power you hold as creation of God in perfection of reflection, it means you also have the power to cast aside the karma and simply do not accept it. So to speak, it's simply resolved and lifted off, freeing you and your mind and emotions, and allows the true passion of love and life to come forth. This will happen more and more as you go. All this progress is painfully slow at first. It is the same for everyone that way, but the further you go, the faster you go, and you can fly free for very long periods. Then it is but a matter of fine-tuning and flight time experience. You will find that your soul is clean and new, and that you suddenly have a great deal of space for wonderful things, space that was formerly taken up by conflicts. You have forgiven all and self for all trespass. This is freedom. This is true freedom, and you will find yourselves having tea with God every day. It is simple, not easy, simple. I thank Silverhawk for sharing with me as the brothers we are. He has done a beautiful treatise called The Winds of God, the Resurrection. He refers to it as the Alpha Omega medicine for the genesis of the fifth world. He offers me this work in brotherhood and friendship with the following letter. And another day we'll go into this book, Your Flight Instructions, which you just went over, Phoenix Operator Owner Manual, including flight instruction. If used properly, 1,000 year plus minus warranty, 144,000 planets tested, manufacturer HATONN. Maintenance service authorized instructors. Jesus Sananda, Lord Michael, St. Germain, computer personnel, Druthia Thomas Dharma, parts and other complaints. User complaints, Georgius C. Sears HATONN. Anyways, chock full of the true laws of God. Evil adversaries of God must always wear a sign of their evilness. By their fruits you shall know them. So, another day we'll get into this. It works out that there's 22 of these wonderful laws, and it happens to be 22 paths on the tree of life. Dear Dharma and friends, 10/11/92. Greeting in the light of God that never fails. I am a true follower of your great works with the Great Spirit. I am also prompted most relentlessly in my own life, so that is why I have sent this treatise. 9 lodges have received it around the West. I am soon to return out there also, as my work here draws to closing. If you find value in my work, then that would be great. Joy for me. Germain has grabbed my collar to come forth now, as it is apparently the appointed time. Well, here I am then. I stand with you in intent and purpose and give all I have to it. Let us all stand together unto victory as one. God bless you all. I hope to meet you one day soon and powwow together. In love with light, Michael Silverhawk. In the brotherhood of creation we cannot be separate, for we are but one thought of God in experience as God brings us into manifestation. We must ever fly free and joyously beyond all limitations within our soul and across forever. And we will cross paths and meet now and then in consciousness as we wish, but always in unity, in spirit, and in the allness of that for which we strive, and the intimate expression of celebration that can never end. A meeting again after moments or through lifetimes is certain for those who are brothers and friends. Ahoy. Again, the best spiritual insights on the planet. Back from reality into the experience. I am petitioned over and over again as to why other patriot journals have really pushed grits on the front page, and we have not lately. Number 1, we are not a patriot journal. I am a host of God, not a politician, and furthermore, I want you to see the whole of the picture and make your decisions on reason, and not because of sheepfulness. So, let us consider this election come upon you again. I told you the original plan of the Republicans to bring Perot aboard as VP, then allow him to fall into the presidency. Then on health, probably deterioration, Perot would become president. Pardon Bush, and thus and so. This was first planned to happen with Baker, but it didn't get done at the convention, so it didn't work out. I also told you that Perot was a very good man, and you cannot program out goodness when it is predominant in the soul being. So when approached with the overall plan, he declined, and I told you as much. Further, the plans he offers are la-la land fantasies built on the assumption that there is integrity in Congress. There is not. So he petitions you, the people, to do the work. Are you willing to do so? He has not proven that way in the past election day. So what do you have? As I also told you, Mr. Perot was pushed too far. The Republicans set him up with their dirty tricks, and he responded intelligently and emphatically. Well, what will he do hereon in? I can't be sure, for in the ending he will do that which serves the nation and his perception of you, the people, in the long run. He does not understand nor have access to the things Grits offers and would do through constitutional channels. that can be changed. Next, then what would HATONN suggest? Okay, here is what I suggest, but you are going to make your own decisions. I repeat, politics stink as rotten death, and I am not a politician, and the governments today are my enemies. What I urge you ones to do, if you really want to change your nation, is to at least go with change. You know you can get slop and poison from the two parties in point. Can a change be worse? Yes and no. If you push for big change, they will pull the government down. If you, however, you do not make the change, you are in the full path of total destruction of your fundamental national sovereignty. What I do see is possibility in great measure to the point of a cup filled to the overflow in two possibilities. One, elect Perot on Tuesday and demand he work with Gritz as top advisor on the basis of Constitution, debt payment, etc. Perot has promised to be all ears to your voices, so voice this demand. If Perot does not win, you start on the 1996 Gritz campaign on Wednesday. I suggested this very team in the very beginning, and I have not changed opinion. Perot has the notability and financial ability to win. Gritz is buried by media blackout and cannot win under any remote circumstances. Perot has had reason to realize that those he honored as having integrity do not. As he experiences, he will see more and more of the truths and will listen and change when given reasons to do so, not politically, but for you the people, with you the people. Do not underestimate that which God provides.